Welcome to Movies with Martha. My name is Martha, and I'm reviewing Deepwater Horizon. Movie shark, do 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 do. Movie shark, do 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 do. Movie shark. Deepwater Horizon is the name of an oil rig that basically blew up and caught fire in the Gulf, and so it's based on true events. This true event. And Mark Wahlberg is one of the characters. He's one of the workers on there, and Kurt Russell also is a kind of the boss on the oil rig. And John Malkovich plays a representative of BP, you know, the big gas company. And basically what happens is the BP people are motivated by money and greed, and they're behind schedule, and so they skip a vital safety check of the well they just drilled, and that causes disaster. And the rest of the movie is about Mark Wahlberg and the rest of the workers on there trying to get off and survive all these explosions and fire and stuff, and get off the rig and be rescued. And it was a very interesting movie. I would say it was very interesting, and I learned a lot. They had all these little educational bits about how oil drilling actually works, and what all the technical stuff that's happening and stuff. So it was very educational movie. I would say that there's a place for that in storytelling. Preferably it would be exposed, and preferably it would be communicated through the story and in a different way, than in a different context than just like little letters telling you what's happening kind of thing, like in a documentary or something. So I thought that was kind of a failing in that sense. And once again, it's kind of a case of trying to relate the events as they actually happened, but not drawing out, not delving in and drawing out the actual story, finding a story in the actual events, and drawing it out and forming it into this beautiful, meaningful thing, you know. So I would say Mark Wahlberg's character, he should have been developed a lot more as more of a hero, of a heroic figure, you know. I could see that the actions he was taking, the choices he was making, the actions he was taking could have been seen as heroic, but they weren't really portrayed as heroic because you didn't see any kind of struggle in him, or any kind of alternative choice he could have made, so that the choice he did make was a heroic choice kind of thing. So yeah, it just wasn't drawn out enough to really be impactful or moving in any way. Of course, it was very intense because of all the explosions and people possibly dying and stuff. So, I mean, just imagining yourself there, or imagining, wow, this actually happened kind of thing, that made it very intense in a certain way. But it wasn't the storytelling itself that that did it. So Deepwater Horizon, they did a pretty good job, but mostly it was interesting and educational. So there you go.